latest edition of Seller's Corner, your go-to place for all things reselling. I'm Erin, product specialist at Vendoo, and today I'm here to talk to you about one of our Vendoo platforms, Kidizen. We'll talk about everything you need to know to get started selling on Kidizen. But before we do, let me invite you to subscribe to our channel. We publish content every Friday, and it's all related to Vendoo product tips, community updates, and information about how to scale and grow your resale business. Kidizen is the go-to marketplace for all children's fashion and some items as well. Kidizen also recently expanded to allow for mommy or woman's fashion and accessories too. Kidizen has approximately 800,000 registered users in the United States. So it probably won't ever be your primary platform, but it's a great place to sell children's items, especially if you have children and you're selling their outgrown items. Founded by two mompreneurs, Kidizen is a community with pillars of happiness, encouragement, and the greater good. Kidizen shops are super cute with all the little children's items. And of course, Kidizen is a Vendoo platform, so you can create a Kidizen account, connect it to Vendoo, and start listing your items there in just seconds. What can you sell on Kidizen? Kidizen has an emphasis on the kids. Select children's items, decor, accessories, and even toys can be sold there, as well as select women's as well. Kidizen allows for the sale of any of the items that are compatible with their current categories. Notable things that you can't sell include health and beauty products, anything edible, electronics, decor, and of course anything hazardous or illegal. You can check out the Kidizen categories right on their website. How do you create a Kidizen account? It's super simple. You can download the Kidizen app or go to the website and create an account in just seconds. You can even log in with Facebook to skip the credentials and the login process. Kidizen recommends setting up your shop with an adorable and catchy username and also entering your bio information so that prospective buyers can get to know you. It should be noted that there are some limitations as to what you can do with the Kidizen website, so for the best experience, use the app. Another interesting thing about Kidizen is that if you don't have time or the desire to sell items, Kidizen has you work with style scouts who will sell your items for you, of course receiving a commission on Kidizen. So that's another great alternative if you have children's items laying all around and maybe you want to focus your time on some of your other inventory. How do you list an item on Kidizen? Exactly how you would expect. It is super easy. To create a listing, you just upload images, select a category, a relevant subcategory, the gender, size, brand, and condition. You can draft a description and enter your shipping information on the listing form. On Kidizen, as in everywhere, looks matter, but especially there. Children's clothes can be tough because children are messy, so make sure that your items are prepared and your pictures look really nice, just to show buyers the best angles of your items. If there are any flaws, be sure that you note those as well. It's also important to note that you will enter your shipping information in every Kidizen listing. Your shipping price is included in the price. You pay the shipping on Kidizen as the seller, so account for that when you're listing. There is a price calculator tool right on Kidizen and in every listing field where you can estimate the shipping based on weight, and it will help you choose a price for your items that in consideration of shipping will still yield you a comfortable profit. What's also really cool on Kidizen is that you can make your items eligible for bundle sale only, so they can only sell with other items, which is a great way to sell little tiny children's items. How do you maintain your listings on Kidizen to make more sales? Like every reselling platform, Kidizen likes consistency and activity. There are a few things that you can do to increase visibility, encourage sales, and make more money on Kidizen. First is sharing. Kidizen is not a list it and leave it platform. Instead, it requires sharing. That's right. Opening each listing, editing it, and refreshing it to share it to the top of the search results and to bump it to your followers. For best results, do that as often as possible. Kidizen also has the ability to make offers to people that have your items in their shopping cart. You will be notified when one of your items is carted, and you can make a discount to your prospective buyer to hopefully seal the deal. Finally, Kidizen allows for a shop-wide discount, whereas you can create a sale in your entire shop. And you can even leave out specific items based upon your preference. These activities are necessary to start to gain momentum, increase exposure, and make more sales on Kidizen. How does shipping work on Kidizen? Shipping on Kidizen is very simple, but a little bit different than other marketplaces. As a seller, you always pay the shipping, period. The buyer does not pay shipping. You include it in your listing price. You do have a choice as to if you'd like to include one price that appears next to free shipping, or if you would like to include a physical breakdown of what you're charging for the item and the shipping, kind of as a psychological visual for your buyer. But either way, you are paying the shipping. So again, account for that. You decide as the seller how you would like to ship. You can ship with Kidizen or ship on your own. If you ship with Kidizen, it works similarly to other marketplaces that operate with prepaid labels. You'll opt to ship with Kidizen and they will email you a label. You'll need to know the approximate weight of the item while listing to enjoy the Kidizen rate. However, what's cool is you do not have to decide if you'll ship with Kidizen or ship on your own until the sale is made, so you can compare rates. Kidizen labels offer some pretty good rates. You can ship an extra large package as long as it's under 10 pounds for only $15 to any US territory. But if you'd prefer to ship on your own with Pirate Ship, Sendle, Shippo, or any service you choose, you have that option as well. You can ship on your own so long as you provide the tracking information. Shipping on your own is beneficial in some instances because, again, you're paying shipping, so you want the best rate. But you'll start to become familiar with which options are best based on convenience, your preferred shipping method, and potential insurance that comes with every purchase. What are Kidizen fees? Exactly how much does Kidizen take per sale? Kidizen fees are very straightforward. There are no account fees or subscription fees to use Kidizen. There are no listing fees to list your items. There is only the sale fee. Kidizen seller fees are 12% plus 50 cents of the list price. Be mindful that you include that estimated cost of shipping when listing, and thus you pay the fees on that as well. What's also very cool on Kidizen is that as soon as your item is tracking, like you've entered the tracking or you've shipped it with their label, as soon as that tracking starts, your funds are released and you get paid. You do not have to wait until the item is delivered or accepted. Let's talk about the Kidizen return policy. Well, all sales are final on Kidizen. Refunds are only issued when the order is not as received, not as described, not received at all, or not authentic. If a buyer receives an item that does not match the listing description, Kidizen will first encourage them to reach out to you as a seller. And a lot of Kidizen sellers don't like that. That's why we pay fees. We want Kidizen to be the bad guy and handle the situation. However, you will be required to hopefully resolve this situation favorably with the buyer. If resolution is not possible between the buyer and seller, they can open a refund claim. If Kidizen then determines that the item is not as described, the claim is approved. And if you want your item back, you will have to pay the return shipping. Very interesting and unlike the other platforms.